Well, hello everyone, I'm Yeti from View Gaming, and today we are back in Willy, Morgan, and the Curse of Bone Town. So let's get on board of the ship here.
The ship is completely deserted. I guess Dad, or Kid as he now considers himself, is in his cabin to the stern of the ship.
That would make sense. Okay, so we have cannon.
It's one of the galley's cannons. It's a cannon from the 17th century. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't use it. It hasn't got a wick.
Does that mean we could use it? If we had something to make that? We do have something we could light it with. But we would need a wick. Okay. We have another one over here.
It's an old cannon. It will be more than 300 years old. At least as old as the Adventure Galley. I don't want to shoot a cannon.
Okay, maybe we don't want to. Just kind of sounded like we could. Okay, have a lantern. Then we can... Oh, there's a door over here.
It's the door to the captain's cabin. Dad should be in there.
Maybe not where we want to go just yet. I think we want to try and find more information if we possibly can. Oh, we can also go down here. Oh, you look at that. Oh, a mannequin.
It's a wooden mannequin. According to a chronicle of the period, these wooden mannequins were used to make the crew size appear larger. The fear factor and the number of armed men visible was usually enough to win a battle without even fighting. Somebody carved the name they gave to this mannequin in the wood. Jimbo.
Oh, we even were able to take that. That's cool. Are we gonna have to fight someone off? We have another cannon.
It's a relatively new cannon. Probably after the last battle, Kid replaced the cannons that weren't working anymore. Better not. The ship is docked on this side. There's a risk that the shot could ricochet and cause damage.
Aha. Okay, now I'm getting like, I want to try and shoot one of those cannons. Oh, we can go down even further. Okay, what's that? Oh, opening.
I can see the cave in which the ship is docked. It would be better to use the stairs.
Okay, let's try and go down. Ew.
It's an old sword. I guess it's seen many battles. This old sword could come in handy. Maybe I can learn how to handle it. If I'm not mistaken, near my house they just opened a school. The Swordmaster. That should guarantee success.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen anywhere, at least around here, where you can learn to fight with a
sticky. Time must have corroded the handle's material.
Okay.
It's one of the oldest cannons on the ship. It has probably never been replaced. You can tell by the notches engraved on it. Every notch shows a battle in which it was shot. 8 notches, so 8 battles. An interesting tidbit of information. I guess it's still armed and ready to fire. This cannon is ready to shoot. I should have a valid reason to do that.
Okay. Maybe we don't want to do that yet. Let's check it.
It's one of the oldest cannons on the ship. You can tell every 8 notches. I guess
I wanted to check the opening here.
When it was opened, the cannon could shoot. Why on earth should I leave through this hole?
No. Okay.
I should have a very valid reason to do something like that.
Yep. Okay. Okay, and there doesn't seem to be anything here that catches my interest. Okay.
It's surely the door that leads to the hold. It's locked. Who knows for how long? I have to find the key to enter. I could ask the captain if he knows where I can find it. It's locked. If, as I suppose, this is the door to the hold, they have surely reinforced it. I obviously need the key to enter. I could ask the captain if he knows where I can find it.
Okay. If he thinks we have a valid reason to actually want to go in there, of course. Okay, so far so good. Let's try and go up here first. Ooh, a hat.
It's an old hat. I guess it belonged to some illustrious guest who lodged here. I don't know if his stay was willing or not. An old 3-cornered hat. I think it belonged to some captain. Or someone from the upper class, anyway.
Ooh, we could take that too. Oh, interesting.
These are books on dressmaking in the 1600s. Evidently, Kid cared about being up to date on the evolution of European costumes. Or some guest left them during his holiday on the Adventure Galley. It doesn't strike me as the best time to start reading treatises on 17th century fashion.
No? Okay.
Clothes from the end of the 1600s. Their fabrics are very fine. The guests of this room were treated with a certain care. Some well-preserved clothes.
Okay, so now we have a hat, we have clothes and stuff. Can we give it to
I
you?
have to find a better use for them.
No? Okay, I was kind of thinking that would make sense, right? Well, not that I know what we need it for, but... Ooh, a doll.
It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person. It looks like a voodoo doll. Some prankster guest of Kid must have left it here after his stay. Better not touch it. I wouldn't want its curse to remain active on some descendant of the represented person.
And then yet you do get an achievement when you click on it with your left click. If you right click it, you're kind of told not to touch it. But then if you left click it, you actually get an achievement, Night Shift. Yeah, these guys are sneaky with that, with these achievements. Sometimes you have to right click, sometimes left click, and sometimes it's not even something that has like a highlighted text like that. So, okay. Well, I guess we'll try and go in here now. Don't think there's anything else out here, right? Nope.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
There are rats inside the magazine.
That's the reason you've been brought on, Deckhand. Try to earn your daily rations. Anything else?
Someone stole the last barrel of grog.
What? This is really serious. But the quartermaster can take care of it. Anyway, no less than 100 lashes with the cat o' nine tails for the guilty party. Stealing the grog. The nerve. Anything else?
Captain, can you tell me your story?
Is this the reason you embarked?
I hoped to understand how you ended up here, Dad.
I have no time to get angry now. Go back to your duties. You can hear my story from the other members of the crew.
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew. You must earn this honor. Every new member must get to know the ship and gain the trust of the rest of the crew.
I think I already saw everything and talked with everyone.
Let's see if this is true of you. Answer these 3 simple questions. First, name at least one member of the crew, except the captain, that you met on board.
Well, I think it's Jimbo, but let's try the other options.
Nobody. There's nobody on board.
Second question. According to which code have the rules of life on board been drafted?
Surely the Atlantic Codex by Leonardo. Grog and Other Delights. That would probably make sense. The Little Prince.
The Little Prince?
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced until today?
That would be 8, right? But now we are
36.
wrong anyway, so
I'm
let's
sorry.
just...
You're not ready yet. The answers are all around you.
Okay, so I think we can get all that. So let's
I'll
just
need
try
the key
this.
to access the hold.
You still aren't an official. Every new member.
I think I already saw...
Let's see if this is true of you. First, name at least one member of...
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code have the...
Grog and Other Delights?
Third and last...
8.
I'm sorry. You're not
No?
ready yet. The answers are all around you.
So which one did I get wrong?
I'll need the key to access the hold.
You still aren't an official member of the crew. You must earn this honor. Every new...
I think I already saw...
Let's see if this... First, name at least one member of the crew, except the captain, that you met on board.
That has to be Jimbo, right? Because, well, we could say Henry Morgan. He is not a member of the crew anymore, and we haven't met him on board, so that is not really it, and this doesn't make sense, so it must
Jimbo.
be Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code have the...
The rules of... Huh? I would think that would be that,
Surely
but...
the Atlantic Codex.
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced until today?
That would be 8, right?
8.
I'm sorry. You're not... The
No?
answers are...
Sorry,
Okay.
Cap.
Good.
We definitely had 8 battles, and then we had our little friend Jimbo, right? But the answers all around you. So there was the one with the books, right? That would maybe be
It
these.
doesn't strike me as the best. These are books on evidently, or some guest left.
We don't have any. That one we haven't really seen the question for, have we? Oh, crack. Oh. Maybe we can learn something here.
Don Quixote de la Mancha. It's one of the first editions.
Interesting.
Life on the Seas, Rules and Tasks on Board a Ship by William Kidd. It seems Kidd was writing a treatise. Interesting.
Indeed.
They look like nautical charts. Probably routes of the adventure galley.
Okay. Oh. Okay, but I don't feel
Don
like...
Quixote de la Mancha. It's one of the first editions.
But that's not
Life on
any
the
of
Seas,
the...
Rules and Tasks on Board a Ship by William Kidd. It seems Kidd was writing a treatise. Interesting.
Or maybe we did get... Are we gonna get other options now? Because we have seen these?
Dad looks busy. He completely got into the role.
Indeed. Okay. Otherwise, I don't feel like we have been told anything that has to do with the books. And we still can't do anything
I'd
with
only
you?
risk ruining it this way.
Okay.
I'd only risk ruining it this way.
That's not gonna work. Okay, we're gonna try this again.
What's happening now?
I'll need...
You still every new...
I think I...
Let's see first.
Okay, I can't see why it should be that.
Jimbo.
Second question. According to which code?
Oh, here we go. Life on the Seas. There we
Life
go.
on the
So now we
Seas
have
by
it.
Kidd.
Third and last question. How many battles have we faced?
8.
Well done. You have the honor of becoming one of Kidd's pirates. Among us, there's a pact of mutual friendship and loyalty. You deserve the key to access the hold.
Thanks, Captain. I'm honored to be part of your crew.
Okay.
Sorry, Captain. I'll leave you to your business.
Good. Go back to your duties, deckhand.
Now we have this.
Perfect. Wow! The legends were true. This is the result of years of piracy in all the seas of the world.
Wow, look at this treasure.
The temptation to examine or take some of those coins is strong, but Dad takes precedence over everything. First, I have to take care of him, and then together we'll study the galley and its treasure. Coins and jewels of various kinds. There are also vases with sublime finishes. Crates and coffers. They will surely be full of jewels and gold. A golden mask. It seems of European origin. It's a mask. It doesn't seem to come from the Americas. I think it's the loot plundered from the assault on some ship coming from Europe.
Oh, okay, so that one we took. Then we have the treasure, of course. We have more treasure over here.
Doubloons and other coins. Surely the bounty from a raid of some ship headed from the Americas to Europe.
Ooh, barrel.
It probably contains vanilla or cardamom. They were worth a lot of money on the European market.
Indeed.
It surely contains some spices. They were very precious goods. I don't need it now.
Okay. Ooh,
Coffee
sex.
beans. Kidd and his crew knew their value very well. I'm not interested in taking these coffee beans. I'm already wide awake, especially after finding my dad.
Ooh, yes. Okay, well, we didn't try to take the
They will
crates.
surely be full of doubloons or jewels, but now I have other priorities.
Indeed. Okay. Treasure. Yep. Can we do the
It
thing?
won't be useful like this.
No? We use it? No? Nose, mask, hat.
I'd only risk ruining it this way.
Okay. List, multi-purpose pebbles, tuning, scissors, matchbook. Huh. Then we have the cannon. I think we still don't want to do this yet.
I should have a very
Maybe do later. Do we want to make anyone think there's someone
useless
here?
It's
No?
one of the oldest You can tell every 8 knot, I guess.
Okay, so... Huh. Okay, we have a cannon over here. Right. I'm just thinking maybe we have to place Jimbo somewhere and dress him or something along those lines. Otherwise, I don't really get what we need to do.
There wouldn't be much sense in having it guard a cannon below. The purpose...
Aha, so we have to... Yep, that makes sense. Okay, so we want two.
Not here. A real sea dog would have never sat on one of the They were extreme. They thought that
Aha. Oh, right. Okay, I skipped that really too fast.
This old mannequin was used to deceive the enemy. The more mannequins there were, the larger and more dangerous the crew seemed. I could use it to distract my dad and enter his cabin. If I could disguise it as a pirate, I could make it pass for one of Kid's most bitter enemies. If I'm not mistaken, he named Morgan and Blackbeard earlier. I really see it as a Morgan.
Aha, so it's his dad we want to distract with it. Okay, we'll give it a mask.
This gives it an aura of mystery.
Huh?
They seem the right size. I don't think there was much variety of measurements on a pirate ship. It's starting to look like a member of the crew.
Yeah.
A classy touch. The hat makes it look more important.
Okay. Look at that. Does he need a weapon too?
Let's try to make it meaner. Discreetly threatening.
Discreetly. Oh, achievement unlocked. Old acquaintance. Very cool. Look at that. Aha. Okay, so Jimbo the pirate. Maybe if we go and get him to come out, then he'll see Jimbo, right? Oh, I actually forgot to check. I wanted to right click.
What's happening now? I hope it's something important.
Captain, there's Morgan on the bridge.
Morgan. Damn scoundrel. You finally came back for the final showdown. It's really you, foul traitor. What nerve you dare show. By returning to the ship you turned your back on after it welcomed you as a child. Prepare yourself to face my wrath.
While Dad is busy, I can access the captain's cabin.
The day of reckoning has arrived.
Ooh, statue.
Kid, the sea dragon. The adventure galley was equipped with extraordinary weapons, which is the reason it became legendary. It's the statue of a dragon. It was also Kid's nickname. Other than Scourge of the Seas, he was known as the Sea Dragon for the firepower of his cannons. Better leave it where it is. I don't need it to get Dad out of here.
Okay, then we have Nautical Charts.
The galley's Nautical Charts. With these, it'll be possible to reconstruct the history of the ship, follow the routes it traveled, and identify the ships and cities it pillaged. These are the Nautical Charts of the galley. They will be worth a fortune. With these, it would be possible to retrace the ship's routes and identify the places it visited. I can't deal with this right now. It's more urgent that I find a way to get out of here with Dad.
That makes sense.
It's the chalice from which I saw Dad drink. From the pungent smell, I'd say he put in some of the mushrooms I saw in the cave.
Oh, that's why he's acting weird,
Dad
right?
has placed the logbook to protect the chalice's contents. Since I'm here, I better take them both. The same acrid smell of the mushrooms I saw in the cave emanates from the chalice. This could explain many things. Dad managed to survive all these years on a mixture of water and mushrooms. Even in small quantities, they sustain any organism that feeds on them and provide vital energy. On the other hand, they're also a powerful hallucinogen. Dad's state of shock following his fall from the cliffs, combined with the sight of Kid's ship, made him believe that he was the captain. If he keeps drinking from this chalice, he might never wake up. I have to get rid of this chalice. Professor Jones taught us that a strong adrenaline rush will counteract the mushroom's effect. First the chalice and then the adrenaline. One thing at a time.
Wow, that's quite the diet to have been on for such a long time.
It's a metal chalice. Dad uses it to drink. Inside it is a mixture of water and hallucinogenic mushrooms. It's the Adventure Galley's logbook. My first priority is Dad, though. Then I can study it calmly.
Aha. Okay. We have a statue. Anything else here? Nautical Charts. Yep. And statue. Okay.
It's time to end the game.
Oh, we have friends.
Don't show your face again, Morgan.
Look who's back. Henry and his kid, the young Morgan.
How did you manage to get here, Steve?
It wasn't difficult. I was looking for you all over town, and suddenly, what a stroke of luck. I saw you entering the crypt in the graveyard. I waited for you a long time. Eventually, I decided to enter and I saw the tunnel. Henry, I didn't think you were still alive. I am partly relieved. My regret was consuming me. In the end, you were right. Kid's ship was docked here in Bone Town.
How dare you come aboard my ship without permission and offend a member of my crew? Who are you?
Henry, don't you recognize me? It's me.
Dad! Captain! It's Blackbeard. He was also able to get on board.
Blackbeard. Yes, I recognize you now. I see that you and Morgan are still inseparable. You'll end up just like him.
Henry, not again.
You leave me no choice.
I understand, Henry. I'm ready.
On guard!
Whatever you want, Henry.
The day of reckoning. Finally!
We'll see who comes out victorious.
Okay, so...
This time you won't get away with it.
Let's see if you can handle me.
It's an engaging duel. I could stay here admiring them all day if I didn't have to save my dad and myself too.
Let's see what you can do.
On guard!
How can we do
Day of
that?
reckoning. Finally!
We'll see who comes out victorious.
It's a cannon from the 17th.
Born ready.
I'm kind of wondering if we
Is this
need
all
to distract them that way. Was this the one we could light, or was it the one further down?
Better not. The ship is docked on.
Okay. Aha, so...
I should have a very valid reason to do something like that.
Yeah, that's still not what we want to do. I would have thought we could do that to kind of distract them or something.
On guard!
Whatever you want, Henry.
We have the chalice.
Day of reckoning. Finally!
We'll see who comes out victorious.
Huh?
Pre-
Did we have anything back over here that we could do something with? There was water and there was mushrooms. Oh, we had to get rid of it, right? We had to get rid of it. So if we go over here, even though I feel like we could do that somewhere else, but
That's not a good idea. It could resurface in the vicinity of the ship. I have to find a way to get rid of it permanently.
permanently. How could we Can we shoot it out of cannon? Ooh, that could be an option. Maybe that's how we need to use the cannon.
On guard!
Maybe I'm just stuck on this idea that we need to use the cannon.
It should work. It's not a cannonball, so it won't have such a devastating effect. And now the coup de grace. Fire!
Okay, so we were on to something there.
I did it! Heck, I didn't see that coming. The racket from the cannon was more devastating than the shell itself. Better go back on deck and alert Dad.
Yeah. Ooh, achievement unlocked. Destroyer of worlds. Okay. But yeah,
You don't
probably not
stand
a good
chance
idea
this time.
We'll see.
doing that inside a cave, right?
I admit it. You defeated me, Henry.
A victory over a man who was once a friend has no value for me.
Captain, I'm sorry to interrupt your duel, but I think we need to go. The cave is collapsing.
Captain, what are you talking about?
The adrenaline caused by the duels with Jimbo and Steve is reducing the effect of the mushrooms. Hurry, let's go. There's not much time.
Not before seeing the treasure. I've never been so close to it, and I have no intention of leaving now.
But Steve, not now. There will be other opportunities in the future.
Yes, Steve. The kid's right. Let's run while we still can.
Henry, do you recognize me?
Steve, is that you? Oh, I'm not sure what's happening. It feels like I just woke up from a long dream.
There's no time, Dad. Let's go.
Dad? How come? Who?
You go! I want Kid's treasure. It represents my whole life's work. Henry, just know that I didn't want any of this to happen.
Steve!
Farewell.
Dad, let's go.
Okay, I'll follow.
A few hours later.
Dad, I finally found you.
Willy, is that really you? How long has it been?
10 years, Dad. 10 very long years.
10 years. So this means you received my letter.
Yes, but why did you only have it delivered after all this time?
I sensed that something was wrong with Steve. I could see it in his behavior. When I realized that the search for Kid's treasure was becoming an obsession, I started to suspect that he could hurt our family. I hid my piece of the map and decided to deal with him. You are a Morgan. You have the spirit of adventure in your blood. But you were only 5, and I didn't want to trouble Mom with such a burden. I hoped that in 10 years Steve's obsession would vanish. I decided that if anything ever happened to me, you, after turning the necessary age, would be ready to pick up from where I left off. So I sent the post-dated letter.
I read Steve's diary. I know you fell off the cliff. How did you survive?
A stroke of luck. I fell right into the sea, and the tide pushed me toward an underwater passage that led directly to the cave. I wanted to find a way to get back to the surface, but I had to recover my strength first. The last thing I remember is some really delightful mushrooms. Then, it's all a blank.
Dad, let's go back home. We have a lot of things to talk about. Plus, we have to find a way to tell Mom without making her faint.
Elizabeth. Yes, we should go back.
Ready to leave Bonetown once and for all?
Bonetown is not a bad town. As soon as the legal formalities are arranged, we could think about coming back here. Remember, deep inside the cave is still the Adventure Galley. Who knows how much it can still tell the world about the golden age of piracy.
Speaking of which, when I took the chalice, I also brought the ship's logbook with me. Here it is.
Knights of the Sea. And that was the end. Achievement unlocked. End of games. Not just end of game, but end of games. Aha. Okay, well that was Willy, Morgan and the Curse of Bonetown. Wow, I really enjoyed this. I just wanted to see if there was a scene or something after the credits. Sometimes there is, but not in this case. But I do feel like it ended a little bit sudden, like they looked at that logbook and then that was it. Boop, we're done. But it might also hint at them possibly making a sequel at some point. Who knows, right? That would be enjoyable and I would definitely play it if that's the case. So I just checked and I got all the achievements but 4, so there's 3 hidden achievements that are missing, and then there's an achievement for getting all the achievements in the game. So I'm gonna have to jump back into the game and see if I can find the last 3 things, which is probably something, one of those things that you have to click on that doesn't really show in any other way, or maybe that's something I didn't manage to fully examine or something. But that's something for me to figure out. But this series is definitely finished for now, so let me know what you thought about it, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Do take care and happy gaming!